how to automate appointment setting using LinkedIn ads.
The first thing is if you create an ecosystem of content that is out there educating people about problem, about the solution and positioning you as an expert, what naturally happens is people are consuming that content. They feel it's a very natural journey. They'll then take the next action of visiting your website, booking a call on your team's calendar, and they'll already be 50, 60% sold. That's the first one. The second one is you can set up something similar. And then, like I said earlier, you can actually segment and say, if they engage with this warm retargeting layer, I'm going to have either a conversation ad, a message ad, or a lead gen form that hits a very highly engaged group that gets their information and then funnels them possibly into an email automation drip that says, hey, thanks for downloading the asset. Here's this and this. I'd love to talk, and automatically engaging your most engaged users. And that could create an automation drip. The other one is there's some nice software out there for website visitor identification. So if you're creating this ecosystem, getting engaged users, or you're using a tool like Demand Sense to identify website visitors or your most engaged companies that exposed to your ads, you can create an automation on the back end that, again, seeks to do a more personal touch, grab those people, push for a meeting, and get something on your books that's a little more automated and personal outreach.
Is retargeting on LinkedIn available for all ad formats? I've been struggling to find how to do it with sponsored messaging. Can you retarget when you've done LinkedIn personal messages?
That is a good question. And there's a group of ads that doesn't allow for like direct retargeting. So they do have single image retargeting. They do have video watch percentage retargeting, company page visits, and website visits. The ones that don't is, yeah, sponsored messaging. There's not a direct action to that you can retarget unless the messaging caused them to visit your website or their company page. So direct sponsored messaging doesn't have a direct retargeting. Text ads, follower ads, and spotlight ads, unless they take an action that lands them on your company page or your website. You can't just retarget those ad interactions. But yes, you can use any ad format in retarget. Around sponsored messaging, one of the things that I've always thought was a clever play was to use those in retargeting and then to segment by industry. So say, hey, they visited my website within 90 days and they're software companies within 50 to 200, and it's a head marketing title. I can actually segment that out and send a highly personalized automated LinkedIn sponsored message to that group and say, hey, I noticed that you visited our website recently. I'm wondering if you found all the information. Being a marketing leader at a SaaS company of your size, these are the common things that people are usually wanting to find out about. Do any of these questions need answers for you? And so you can do a highly personalized retargeting strategy like that. And sponsored messaging from LinkedIn tends to do a lot better when you're segmenting out a very specific group that you can speak more directly to.
I feel exactly the same. So I don't use sponsored messaging unless they're already retargeting within my network. Do you put up separate retargeting campaigns for website, video, image, ad, etc., or do you bulk them in the same campaign? Justin?
For most people, I would say your 90-day core retargeting campaign could be website visitors, company page visitors, single ad image interactions, and video views, and just funnel them all in there. As that grows, I would look to refine that, and I might then prioritize. I might say 90-day website visitors, 30-day single ad image interactions, 30-day video views, and 60-day company page visitors. I would rank them in order of priority and say what LinkedIn considers a single image click, or especially on thought leaders, could be on the weaker side. Whereas a website visit, I would say, is one of the strongest actions they could take. I might mix the timeframes on those in order to get the right audience size that I think is best.